The 2022 United States 1-cent coin may look small and ordinary, but it carries more than 200 years of American history in its design. Known popularly as the penny, this coin remains one of the most recognized coins in the world. For collectors, historians, and everyday people, the 2022 penny represents tradition, national identity, and the continuing story of American currency. Even in a modern world filled with digital payments and credit cards, the humble 1-cent coin continues to survive as a symbol of the nation's past and present. The history of the United States 1-cent coin began in 1793, only a few years after the founding of the United States. The young country needed its own currency after gaining independence from Britain. The first American pennies were large copper coins called the flowing hair cents. Over time, the penny changed many times in size, metal composition, and design. Different images appeared on the coin throughout American history, including Lady Liberty, flying eagles, and Native American themes. The most famous redesign happened in 1909. That year marked the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln. To honor him, the United States Mint placed Lincoln's portrait on the 1-cent coin. This was a historic moment because Lincoln became the first real person ever featured on a regular American circulating coin. Before that, American coins usually displayed symbolic figures instead of actual people. The man responsible for Lincoln's portrait was sculptor Victor David Brenner. His design showed Lincoln facing to the right with a calm and thoughtful expression. The portrait became one of the longest-running designs in American coin history. More than a century later, Lincoln still appears on the penny, including the 2022 edition. The 2022 United States 1-cent coin continues this famous tradition. On the front side, also known as the obverse, the coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait along with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 2022. Depending on where the coin was minted, it may also include a small mint mark. Pennies made in Philadelphia usually have no mint mark, while coins struck in Denver feature a D. On the reverse side of the 2022 penny is the Union Shield design. This design first appeared on the penny in 2010. The shield represents the strength and unity of the United States as one nation. At the top of the shield is a banner with the national motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The shield itself has vertical stripes connected by a horizontal bar, symbolizing the unity of the states under one federal government. The Union Shield design was created by artist Lyndall Bass and sculpted by Joseph Mena. It replaced the Lincoln Memorial reverse that had been used from 1959 to 2008. The Lincoln Memorial design had honored the famous monument in Washington, D.C., but the Union Shield brought a fresh patriotic image to the penny while still respecting Lincoln's legacy. Although the penny appears to be made of copper, modern 1-cent coins are actually mostly zinc. Since 1982, the United States Mint has produced pennies with a zinc core coated in a thin layer of copper. This change happened because copper became too expensive for coin production. The 2022 penny therefore contains 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. The 2022 penny was produced in massive numbers because the 1-cent coin is still heavily used in everyday transactions. Billions of pennies were minted during the year at the Philadelphia and Denver mint facilities. Proof versions for collectors were also produced at the San Francisco Mint. Proof coins are specially made using polished dies and carefully prepared planchets, giving them a sharp and mirror-like appearance. Coin collectors often search for rare errors and special varieties among modern pennies, including the 2022 edition. Minting mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks can make certain coins valuable. While most 2022 pennies are worth only 1 cent, rare error coins may sell for much higher prices among collectors. The penny has always sparked debate in the United States. Some people believe the coin should be discontinued because it costs more than 1 cent to produce. Others argue that the penny remains important for pricing, charity donations, and American tradition. Despite discussions about ending its production, the penny continues to be minted every year, including in 2022. Abraham Lincoln's connection to the penny adds deep historical meaning to the coin. Lincoln is remembered as one of America's greatest presidents. He led the nation during the Civil War and worked to preserve the Union during one of the country's darkest periods. He also issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which helped end slavery in the United States. Because of his leadership, Lincoln became a lasting symbol of freedom, unity, and equality. The Union Shield reverse design connects perfectly with Lincoln's legacy. The shield reminds Americans of the unity Lincoln fought to preserve during the Civil War. In this way, the 2022 penny is more than simple money. It serves as a miniature historical monument carried in pockets and wallets across the country. The United States Mint itself has a long and fascinating history. Created in 1792, the mint is responsible for producing the nation's coins. Today, major minting facilities operate in Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point. Each facility has played an important role in American coin production over the years. The Philadelphia Mint is the oldest and once served as the nation's first capital mint. Collectors often store modern pennies in albums or coin holders to preserve their condition. Coins in perfect uncirculated or proof condition are more desirable than worn examples. Some collectors also save pennies from every year as part of complete Lincoln cent collections. Because the Lincoln penny series has existed since 1909, it remains one of the most popular coin collections in the world. The 2022 United States 1 cent coin also reflects the changing role of physical money in modern society. Digital payments and online banking continue to grow rapidly, yet coins remain important symbols of national culture and history. Even young collectors often begin their hobby with pennies found in change jars or family collections. For many Americans, the penny carries sentimental value beyond its monetary worth. People toss pennies into fountains for luck, save them in piggy banks, and use the phrase, "a penny for your thoughts," in everyday conversation. The coin has become deeply connected to American culture over generations. Today, the 2022 United States 1 cent coin stands as a continuation of a long historical journey that began more than 2 centuries ago. From the early copper cents of the 1790s to the modern zinc pennies of today, the 1 cent coin has adapted alongside the nation itself. Through wars, economic changes, technological advances, and political debates, the penny has remained part of daily American life. Goodbye, guys.